Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of our F1 2012 Career Mode series here on the channel. We are headed to my home Grand Prix here today, the Canadian Grand Prix in Montreal at Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, so I'm very excited for this one, coming off of a pretty decent Monaco Grand Prix. Could have been better, could have certainly been worse. However, now as we get a quick update on the standings, you see Lewis Hamilton atop of the board right now by 11 points over Alonso. Webber, Vettel not trailing too far behind. Jenson Button there in 5th place, and it's not even a contest from Kobayashi on down. But hopefully in the next few episodes we can find a way to pick up some points, maybe even today at our home Grand Prix in Canada. Let's dive straight into qualifying. Alright then, here we go for Montreal. We are underway for our lap now, as qualifying, as you guys know, has been a very big weak spot of myself here, and you can see I'm just slacking, getting on the throttle right here. Now Lewis Hamilton currently out in front, down to 3rd gear, and we go through the chicane, and so far we're not too far behind Hamilton actually. I'm pretty impressed with that part now as we get down all the way to 2nd, if you please, here, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. We missed the apex quite a bit. DRS open, use a lot of curves, but I'm going to try and save the last half for, of course, the long straightaway that we have coming up now. Next up, we have another little right-left chicane. Oh, I completely missed it. That was horrendous. Now, as one thing I love about this season that we're doing is I'm coming to these tracks for the first time with this car, so I have to I feel like relearn everything about them with the braking zones, of course, and we find out the hard way quite often. But DRS open, full-blown curves deployment, that is the maximum we can put down on the curves. I have no idea what kind of lap this is about to be, but we have one more chicane to navigate our way through here. Now towards the final chicane we go. I'm gonna break it to 100. That was not enough either. Oh no. Oh, we have had a miserable qualifying effort to kick off Canada. We're going to cross the line. It's going to be dead last because of that. That's absolutely terrible. I'm pretty confident in the pace that we actually had. Look at this. I mean, I feel like we got some decent pace here. DeRessa actually P14. Lewis Hamilton on pole over Alonso, Button, Webber, as well as Sebastian Vettel. Hey, mate, I don't know what to say, man. I mean, it was just the home court advantage wasn't there today. Ready to go. Lights out. In Canada, Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. It's a bit of a cloudy day here, but I don't think there's a chance of rain, so I think we're okay on that front. But here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Red lights. Lights out. We're underway. Let's use those curves immediately. Get a little bit of momentum. Oh, wow. Okay. Not the start I was looking for or expecting. We're going to try and send one up the inside through the middle, actually, here, as we are 3 wide in the middle. Down into turn 2, let's just hold our own. Not the best start in the world that we have had, that is for sure. We are, I believe, still 3 wide in the middle. Come on, try to just fill some gaps here and get what I can out of it. And here we go to the inside of Glock. We are very close to making a lot of contact with some people. Send one up the inside of Maldonado as well into the chicane. And there we go, up at a P17. A good start overall. You know what? It was pretty slow in turn 1 as well as 2, but we made up for it pretty well. Now it's all about trying to get into the groove. So I can't look behind me because I didn't have my controller. I didn't have my Xbox controller set up with my wheel at the start of this episode. So, oh, what was that, gentlemen? How do I not have damage? I mean, I'm not going to complain, but how in the world did we just escape with no damage on that one? I can see behind me Maldonado in my mirrors, but we are comfortably ahead of him for the time being. We're going to try and get past Senna here on the exit of the chicane would be the goal. Now down this 2nd gear I'm going to go. We could have just stayed 3rd, but nonetheless we got a nice run. Going to swing to the right side of the circuit now, across the stripe. 1 lap of 18 down. A little bit more laps to work with here in Canada. DeRessa is our next objective here, as he's got Ricardo just in front of him. I really hope we can get some points here. Somebody's in the pit lane at the conclusion of lap 1 already, so someone definitely picked up damage. They're going at it in front of us. Schumacher with some issues. Here we go. Oh, full send. Oh, what a move. Absolutely flawless. And I'm going to catch Ricardo off guard. Do a Ricardo-esque send on none other than Daniel Ricciardo himself. Up in the 13th place. We just caught everybody off guard right there. Now, we haven't had any safety cars yet in this season, but I feel like if we're going to get a safety car, this is exactly the circuit that it is going to happen at. Rosberg just in front of us, Jean-Eric Vergne as well. We got some pace here today in Canada. I'm feeling pretty good. Really good run out of the final chicane. Full curves now as we head through the straightaway, getting past Nico Rosberg. DRS is now enabled. Up into 11th place we go. 10th place is right up there. Everyone's just simply scrapping it out. They're all going at it, and that is working into my favor because the AI in this game, they are a bit weird when they scrap it out. But wow, we just set the fastest lap. How have we gone from struggling all season long to now setting the fastest lap? Here goes to the outside of Jean-Eric Vergne now, and here we go into the chicane, and we are on the heels of a Ferrari of Felipe Massa. Now a little bit wide, that's okay. Oh, Massa with issues right there. This is what I'm talking about, the AI. They're really struggling here with the way they're racing around each other, so it's kind of working out perfectly. Look at the track map, by the way. Someone has a massive lead. I'm going to assume it's Hamilton, but that is an absolute monstrosity of a lead, and that Ferrari just took off when they got the DRS. Oh, not exactly what I'm trying to do, Massa. I am so sorry. I didn't expect that to kind of go in that direction, but somehow we have just moved ourselves into P10. I've actually got a button to look back now. I just made it real quick, but here comes Massa actually up my inside now into the braking zone. We are going to be wheel to wheel, but we're going to be just fine. Hold him off for now. How long can we actually hold him off for? I wonder. Duresta, by the way, is stuck in that pack of cars that are just squabbling about, so we are going to be able to be nicely, comfortably in front of him for probably the whole Grand Prix. I have nothing for you. Nothing. Look at that DRS. Absolutely insane what he is able to do. And now he's going to take the defensive line again, and that just allows me to kind of insert myself into the conversation. Vergne is all over us as well. I had given up some time, but all of a sudden we have closed right back up on these guys in front of us. Massa, Perez, just on our nose here. As you're seeing on the track map, things are starting to spread out a little bit more, so I think things are starting to now calm down for probably the remainder of the Grand Prix here, but we're already on lap 6, coming to lap 7, so it's not a long Grand Prix, obviously, at 25% length, but as well, I believe somebody else has had to come in for potential wing damage or something there based off the track map, so it's an interesting Grand Prix so far, that's for sure. Oh, here we go, they're scrapping it out up in front of us again, and that is what we like to see, because now here I am, all over Massa again. We have a legitimate shot at a top 10 here, definitely in Montreal, in our home Grand Prix. I think we just set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. We did, with a 1:17.7, all because of that DRS. It's absolutely fantastic. If Perez leaves the door open, I'm going to take it, and he's going to leave that door wide open. So here we go for another move for 9th place. Now he's going to fight back, though. Perez not going to make it easy on myself there. You see Massa just behind. Trying to not use all of my curves here now, but we are wheel to wheel with Perez down into the braking zone. I braked way too early because I saw him brake and I was kind of reacting to him, but we take the position and now we have some more breathing room. P9 here in Montreal. Oh my god, that was a huge mistake. I don't know how I just didn't break anything on the car right there. I absolutely botched the final chicane, and now it is time already to come in to the pits here. Our pit window is open, so we're going to come in this lap, and we'll see what we can do here. The pit lane's kind of been a bit of a weakness for us so far this season. I've noticed, or just in this game I should say, as I am starting to really deal with some oversteer on this car, so I think we have chosen a good time to head into the pits, and I'm going to overshoot the corner a little bit there. Now we're starting to slip and slide and make mistakes here as we try to hold off Perez. Here comes Perez. I got nothing for him. That speed is insane. Up to 9th place he goes. We're going to be pitting right here. I don't know if Perez is going to pit. It doesn't look like he is. No, he is not. But we come in. We had to slow up a little bit for him right there to make sure we did not, bulldoze into the back of him. But nonetheless, coming in for a fresh set of tires here. And we will get out and see what the situation is going to be in a couple more laps. And hopefully we did not lose any positions. A 5.4 second pit stop, and you can see a little bit of ground to be made up to the cars in front, but overall I think we're going to be okay if I can just get kind of up to grips really quickly. We're right at the halfway point of this Grand Prix, so we've got, oh my god, what just happened there? No overtaking. Are we going to get a safety car? Please give me a safety car. I just want to see a safety car for once. No safety car. We are going to be just fine. I don't know what happened right there. Was that, I didn't even see the name. Was that Massa or Raikkonen? I don't even know. I'm such an idiot. I just said Raikkonen. He's not on Ferrari at this time. That was obviously either Massa or Alonso. All right, everybody's starting to exit the pit lane, and I see our teammate of DiResta coming out right now. There is Vern. Okay, so once again, I don't know how it keeps happening, but we have definitely lost time because we were ahead of Vern when we came into the pit lane. We were ahead of him. We were right behind Perez, if you guys remember. So, oh, yikes, that was a bit awkward there. But I think we got the pace for Vern. But we definitely have a legitimate shot at getting points for the first time in our Formula One career here today. I think we can get past Vern before this lap is even over. We have a huge run on the back of Vern. Where's he gonna go? I'm gonna go up the inside, catch him off guard a little bit into the braking zone. No contact needed. Into P10, back into the points. Our teammate of DiResta is up to 12th place, or 13th place, and he is not far behind. So he has actually been making some good time here suddenly as well. So don't even rule him out of the battle for the points here. As you can see him right now just exiting the hairpin. We have a yellow on the front straightaway. That caught me off guard. I was over there looking at that. It looks like it's in the final chicane, it might have been, and maybe? I don't know. I think the car disappeared actually, so I don't know if there's a car out or if I just lost track of it when I was trying to navigate around the circuit, but there was definitely a yellow briefly. Jean-Eric Vern is about to have a massive run, and I'm going to have basically no shot to defend. There he goes back into the points. He's going to hit the brakes early, so that allows me to just go right back through and say thank you very much, and we hold on for now. Alonso sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix, just 7 laps to go. Just, you know, just testing the limits a little bit here in Montreal, but we're not really closing the gap anymore. Actually, we're not closing the gap at all on Perez. Hamilton is, in fact, leading this Grand Prix. Okay, but here in Montreal, 5 laps to go, and we are comfortably ahead of Jean-Eric Vern, so we're just kind of doing our own thing at this point here because I don't have the pace to really run down Perez, and if I do, I'm just struggling to find it, and Vern is in his own fight as well. So things are looking pretty good for myself right now. But yeah, P10, what better place than Montreal, my home circuit, to get my first F1 points in F1 2012. Only 2 laps to go, and the same situation as before. You know, nowhere close to being able to run down Perez in them, but I don't know what just happened, but we ran a little bit quicker, but they had some issues up there because we're down to 3.7 seconds. So, oh, Perez, I don't know, is he running a little bit slow, I wonder? I think something's going on there with Perez's car, and this would not be the first time that has happened in this season so far, because we are definitely, it seems like we're visibly getting a little bit closer. I don't know, let's get an update right here into the sector. Oh yeah, yep, Perez definitely has an issue. I don't know what's gone wrong, but like I said, this is the second time to Perez that this has happened this season. Oh, he is so slow into the chicane. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I swear I was not trying to do that. I was just trying to keep us all safe. Now we're drag racing. Final lap underway here in Canada. Oh, contact with Perez. He is ruthless trying to hang on to the 9th position. We move into P9. I see DiResta has made a pass as well. That puts us up, him up into 12th place. And Perez, with late race issues, has projected or propelled us into the 9th position, which is going to be a career best day, our first time in the points, and DiResta as well, not far out of the points. So just an overall really good day for this Force India team. A really strange Grand Prix it was here in Montreal. I believe Lewis Hamilton is about to cross the line to actually pick up the victory. There it is, Hamilton with another victory here in F1 2012, and we go down this long back straightaway for the final time here in Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve, and it's going to be points as long as we make it through the chicane. I can see Perez has already dropped back to the group of cars behind us that DiResta is fighting in. Could DiResta maybe catch somebody off guard and get some points here? Let's wait and see. Based on the track map, it doesn't look like it's going to happen, but we cross the line. P9, we get our first points in our Formula One career. So here we see the finishing order. Lewis Hamilton, Jenson Button, it's a 1-2 for them, and Alonso, who's +/- 1 lap down. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Weber Grosjean in 5th place, and Sebastian Vettel with a bit of a rough day here in Canada, P6 over Raikkonen, Kobayashi, myself in the points. Jean-Eric Vern, Perez held on to 11th somehow over DiResta. There you see Rosberg and the rest of the finishing order, all the way down through De La Rosa, and you as as well see the standings. Hamilton up to a 21-point lead now after that. Hulkenberg all the way down there in 25th. Obviously, he's not going to be scoring any points, but we get our first 2 points. That puts us P15 and ahead of Di Resta finally, so pretty happy with that. In the constructors, you see Vodafone, McLaren, Mercedes at the top of the board over Red Bull. That's going to wrap it up for me, though. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. In the next one is a European Grand Prix, and I'm excited to see what we can do there. But I'll see you guys in the next episode. Have a great day, everybody.